All right, what is going on, everybody? I'm back with the follow-up video to my how to improv video. The first video was how to do the chords. This video is going to be how to do the lead line. So if you haven't already seen that video, make sure to definitely watch that, because you're going to definitely miss a lot of stuff when it comes to this if you're jumping into it on the second video. You definitely want to see the first one. So you can kind of fully wrap your head around what I was talking about. So before I jump into today's video, I just want to mention my free monthly newsletter. If you hit the link in the description below, it will forward you to my website with the sign-up form, and you will be forwarded my free monthly newsletter as well as all of my tabs for every single video on my YouTube channel. And of course, with that, you'll have access to my email address. Please feel free to email me with any guitar or gear-related questions anytime. So with that being said, let's just jump right into today's video. We're going to start again with our Fly Me to the Moon chart here. And first things first, we're going to talk about the chords again, right? So we had our chord progression, which was A minor 7, D minor 7, G major 7, C major 7, F major 7, B minor 7 flat 5, E7, A minor, A major. All right, so we had our voice lead stuff with that. How do we do lead lines over that, okay? So again, we're going to use our A string notes in the C scale. That's the key that we're in, is C major. Or A minor. You can do the same thing. But in this case, let's keep it simple and do C. Here's all our chords again. So if you can refresh your memory, these are the chords we're using. Make sure to play them in this order so you can visually see them up and down the fretboard. All right, so now let's talk about how to actually voice lead into this. So I'm going to put this on the screen. I've done a couple videos on this in the past, but I think this one's going to make the most sense to all of you. We have these seventh arpeggios, okay? So you have a regular arpeggio, that's 1, 3, 5. All we're doing is adding 1, 3, 5, 7, playing that up in a row and then backwards in a row, okay? And it goes with each chord that is in front of you, seventh chord with the arpeggio. So we have C major 7. This is the 1 major, right? Here's 1, 3, 5, 7. 1, 3, 5, 7, 1. You want to say these intervals as you play them forward and backwards, okay? So that way you can really get used to where they're actually at on the neck. So when you're doing improvisational stuff, it's already within you. You don't have to really think about it anymore. So you want to go 1, 3, 5, 7, 1, 3, 5, 7, 1, 7, 5, 3, and don't just say it either, okay? 1, 7, 5, 3, 1. Okay, don't just say it just to say it. Really analyze what you're doing, because it's going to be the same thing when you go to the minor shape. And these are just shapes, so once you know one, you know the next one. Here's the second shape. This is minor. Still 1, 3, 5, 7. 1, 3, 5, 7. 1, 3, 5, 7. 1, 7, 5, 3. 1, 7, 5, 3, 1. Okay? Then E minor 7. They go with each chord shape. This is the 4 chord. Just think of it like that. Here's the 5 chord. Here's the 6 chord. Here's the 7th chord. Okay. These also could be construed as modal. You could say that as well, but in this case, we're just going to look at them as the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7th chord of the chord progression, okay? And once you have these in order memorized like this, linearly, where the root notes are all on the A string like we're talking about, you'll really be able to take this into any key with no problem, okay? So again, we're going to look at our chart just like we did in the first video where we played it all on the A string. We had A minor 7, then D minor 7, then G major 7, all on one string. It's all on the A string where the root notes are. You're bouncing around a lot, and it's kind of a lot to keep track of, but it's going to be good because then you're going to see where these arpeggios fall into place. So let's now play Fly Me to the Moon in these 7th arpeggios. And again, pause the video just so you can get those shapes down, and that way it becomes intuitive for you. So here is the first chord here, A minor 7. We're going to do it just like this. D minor 7, G major 7, C major 7, F major 7, B minor 7, flat 5, and then E. We're going to change this one to E major because it's part of the chart right now without getting too much into the theory. Okay, normally it would be minor, but we're not going to get too much into the theory yet on that, okay? And then it would repeat, essentially, the progression at that point. All right, so when you practice this, you actually do want to play it in time. You know, this is kind of a swing, feel on Fly Me to the Moon, like we were talking about. So when you play the arpeggios, and again, starting with one string, everything's on the A root note, A string root note, okay? So you're play it however you feel. Just make sure it's in time. You can sweep pick it. You can alternate pick. Okay, I kind of messed it up at the end. But you pick up what I'm putting down with this, okay? Then what we're going to do is just like we did with the chords in the first video, we're going to put this all into a position that fits for our hand really on the guitar, but still linear. So I used this chord progression for the first one on the last video, and it goes like this. Everything's in going between the E string and the A string. Climb it back up. Okay, so on and so forth. I went a little bit further ahead than I wanted to on that, but really we're going to stick to the first two lines here, okay? So now we're going to move all these arpeggios, and the easiest way to do this is by using your ear, knowing the intervals still, but finding the root notes on the new string that you want, and then basically copy-pasting the notes that you're hearing, right? So A minor 7, we're going to keep this right here. This is our starting one. Then we're going to go to D minor 7. So I just took this one right here, and I copy-pasted it to this root note right here. You could keep going further up it if you want to. Okay, make it even a little pentatonic or whatever. But now we're at least putting it in a consolidated place on the neck. Still in time, and then we have G, look at that right there. And then we have C right here. Okay, that one, you can break it up however you want. Then we have F, basically a copy-paste. Then we're going to have B right here. And then E. You could move A over here as well. And then major. Back to D here. So basically find where all these arpeggios, you can copy paste them on different strings, and all of a sudden now you're connecting the whole neck of the guitar just by doing that. Now, playing scales and boxes are cool. They have a purpose as well. But this purpose really, the arpeggio stuff will really make it so you can actually combine all of these with passing tones together, okay? So example, if I wanted to play A minor pentatonic or something, it wouldn't really apply to this because it's jazz, but it still is the same concept, okay? So let's say I'm, I don't know, here in A minor. and I want to travel up the neck. Okay, there's E minor. All of a sudden, I just got up the whole neck, forward and backwards, really, using just these arpeggio shapes. And I can sit in a pocket for a second, play this pentatonic. Okay, and then I could take that. Oh, I just want to move it up a whole step. Okay, I'm basically just using all those arpeggios to travel this way up the neck, and then if I want to sit somewhere, then I can use these boxes to just stay this way, okay? So use this chord chart as well as the tabs that I gave you in the video, and really just learn them really well so they become kind of muscle memory for your playing, and then try to experiment with this, take it up and down the guitar neck and see the results that it yields for you, and see if it helps your improv playing. If this clicked for you today and made sense, please leave a comment below if this helped you, and I appreciate all of you for watching this video, and I'll see you on the next one.